Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Freedman, and our next guests are Sean and Michelle Sinclair, co-founders of Shelly's Tea Rooms. Welcome to Radio Entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So tell our audience a little about Shelly's Tea Rooms and the concept behind it.
So we were born in the southeast of England in 2007, and it came out of a desire that there's a lack on the high street of tea rooms that are offering great service and great quality and opening the hours that customers, really customer centric. There wasn't really a customer centric tea rooms available at the time. So we decided to launch in 2007. We expanded to 2 locations. We ran that for 15 years. We won some awards in England for our tea rooms. And then the challenge of we took up of coming over to the United States to bring tea back to the United States.
So really interesting, because I think when people think of tea rooms or tea, they think of high tea. And if
Yes.
my understanding is correct, and where you saw the opportunity in the market, it was that high tea seems to happen around a time that's probably not convenient for most people that are working.
Yes.
And
But it's really sort of any time. But we know our hours are 11 till 5. We have people coming at 11 o'clock for it, and so it's not like you're taking time out of your day, like for lunch. It's an occasion, it's an event, and
Mhm.
and people more and more today are looking for experiences, and this is an experience that they don't find elsewhere on the high street. And also the younger generation are looking for experiences that don't have alcohol involved. And this is what's perfect for that, because you get to celebrate occasions, whether it's baby showers, bridal showers, birthdays, what have you.
And it's just a good social event.
It
The
is.
ambience is nice, it's not too loud, it's not too noisy, and you can sit there and relax for as long as you need to. You're not rushed out.
And it's kind of unlike anything else on the high street over here. It really is. It's very, very different.
We're
Very
very
different.
unique.
Yeah.
People travel a long way to come to us.
Fantastic. So you're drawing people in. So tell us, you made the move. Do
Yeah.
your tea rooms still exist in the UK, in London, or are
No,
they?
no, we sold them. We sold them when we made the move over here. And the move over here was very prolonged due to COVID, which feels a long while ago now, but it caused many, many problems for us. And that's a
I
big
would
challenge.
imagine the best laid plans, and then a pandemic strikes.
Yes,
And
yeah. Well, we
As
came
everybody.
over in 2020. We came over about 7 times looking for the right location. We eventually settled on what we thought was the perfect location here in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And we signed a lease in January 21 to move over in 22, 22, sorry, yes, to move over in May. And something happened in March that year. I can't remember what it's called, something to do with COVID. And the world just turned on its head, didn't it? So we were left in England, unable to get over to access a shop, still paying rent for 2 years, it turned out, until we needed the US Embassy in London to reopen in order to get our visas to come over here. So that was a difficult time in every respect. But then when we launched, the launch was just so fantastic, and the response we had from the community and further afield was tremendous. So we're delighted that we stuck with it, and it's just been a great ride.
Yeah.
so
was
is your concept in the US similar to this concept in the UK? And how did that play out for the audience, given that you probably weren't playing to, an identical audience in that way? So
No, well, it's interesting differences. So we trimmed the menu a little bit from the UK to the US, but primarily it's the same. It's all about authenticity. So it's about, it's as you would find in an English tea rooms, and everything we make from scratch. So from raw ingredients on the premises, we don't buy in stuff. We make it all, and we make it as we made it back in England. And the response has been, I think anything today that's got authenticity to it, people, enjoy indulging in. And for example, the big difference is teas. We in England, we had about 12 different teas options you could have. So really, we just sell English breakfast tea and the occasional Earl Grey. Here we have 103 different loose leaf teas, and we sell every single one. There's not one that doesn't get sold. You embrace tea so much more than the British do. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how
do you think that has to do somewhat with American consumerism? The need for 24-hour stores, and the need for, I often look at it, and I walk into yeah, exactly. You walk into a grocery store, and I'm so overwhelmed by the options. It's like, give me 3 options and let me select. I don't need
Yes.
300 options.
Yeah. But you're
It's
more open-minded, I think, than maybe the English are.
individuality and what
Yeah, so
appeals.
you're more open to trying different things like that. So you're happy to try this different tea or this different whatever.
So do you
I
find as
think in
entrepreneurs
England,
that, sorry, go ahead.
in England, you just brought up on tea anyway, and it's always breakfast tea. So you've had like 20 years of
Kind
not
of
having
ingrained
anything.
into you.
So that's
Yeah.
just what you expected to have, I guess.
So has that forced you guys to be a little more inventive and innovative as entrepreneurs to come up with the next great flavor or the next great option? Is that something that you
Yeah.
feel a
Yes,
different
It has.
pressure?
We strive for that, but we're not sort of into doing, I think you can be in danger of over innovating if you're not careful. So the core product is the core offering, and people like that. But yeah, we have to come up with new blends and new ideas, and we have like a quirky range of cotton candy tea and birthday cake tea, and we have some ones that are reputed to have medicinal benefits like gut buster, flu fighter, those sort of things. So yeah, but it's been really good fun doing it. Really good fun.
No, it sounds incredible and very inventive. I hope that we're not going to see that pickle juice tea.
Not what we've planned.
Yeah, because I've heard there's pickle juice ice cream out there, and I don't
Really?
have
Oh wow.
mind starting that. I guess it's apparently it's something that people crave potentially. But so tell us a little bit more about the expansion of the business. Your location in Plymouth has done wonderfully well, and do you sell online? Do you sell through other channels other than direct, or is it in terms of the teas and the other goods, or is it only available at retail? Is that part of your plan?
So we have a website, an online shop on there. So you've got our gifts and all our teas are available on our website as well, which is good, and that does quite well. Primarily, it's people coming in though. And yeah, the first year was just phenomenally successful. It way exceeded our business plan in every respect, which was great. And year two was the same, and we saw growth. And year three, we're seeing good growth as well. So it's a really good, solid, progressive business. And then we took the decision last year that we want to expand, and I think they'd do well across the United States in most communities. So we took the decision to franchise. So we spent much of last year developing the operations manual or the legal infrastructure required to do so, and we launched that earlier this year, the franchise offering, and we've had an awful lot of interest, an awful lot of interest. So yeah.
Do you find that people interested in franchising are expat people, British people, or are they tend to be
primarily American? Not. No, most of them are Americans, as our customers are. Being Plymouth, we do get a lot of European tourists here, but 95% of our customers are American, not Europeans. So yeah, and the people looking at the franchise are also Americans primarily.
I mean, I would imagine, full disclosure, I'm a Canadian, or actually a U.S. citizen today, but from Canada, and I shouldn't say just from the UK. I think any of the former monarchies are used to tea.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Don't limit it to British people. It's obviously
quite.
Australians and Canadians and all those former British colonies. So now you've turned your attention to building a franchise model. Have you found that is, obviously that's new, and we wish you success in that. Have you found that has brought on a new set of challenges for you in terms of growing the business and different focus?
Yes, inevitably in a country that's very coffee dominated, getting the understanding of what a tea rooms is a small challenge. But people are very open to it. And financially it stacks up in all respects as well. So yeah, it's everything we do is a challenge, isn't it? But it's a good challenge.
And is your tea sourced in the United States, or is it sourced globally?
It's globally. We have someone just outside Boston and Massachusetts who we liaise with, and he goes out and gets the blends that we want. And we hear from him, what climatic conditions have affected teas where and what have you, and make our decisions from there. So he does that hard work for us, really.
And I would imagine one of the things in a franchise model is uniformity.
Yes.
Thinking about the large franchises in the world, no matter where I go, I get the same thing.
Yes.
How are you doing that for your other product outside? I could see in dry goods, tea, shelf life is long, obviously, but I imagine some of the fresher baked goods, things of that nature that you're making. Is that part of the franchise model along? The recipes come and they're made on location?
All of that. So if you think sort of McDonald's, but far nicer, that concept. So from the colours and the signage to the furniture to the everything's identical to what we have in our model here, and all of the recipes and the how you do it and how you run the business and how you can efficiently run it and profitably run it is all included in the manual and the training you receive.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like you're off to a wonderful start, not only with the business, but in the franchise. We wish you continued success. If people want to get in touch with you, learn more about your tea rooms, learn about the franchise opportunity, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
The best way is through our website, www.shelleystearooms.com.
Should ask you, who's Shelly named after?
Michelle, who's been called Shelly. So
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, it's good to have the founder and the namesake on, and wish you guys continued success, and hope that it's a wonderful holiday season and a busy time for you. I'm
it's
sure
a very busy time. We're pretty much booked now till January.
Yeah,
so it's
fantastic.
Really
Thank you very much for having us.
Wonderful. Our guests have been Sean and Michelle Shelly Sinclair, co-founders of Shelly's Tea Room, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back with another segment on Radio Entrepreneurs.